Hello everyone, this is Dr. Mummy Budgets coming back to you again with another video. I am here to do my week 3 budget projection, and yeah, we are still quarantined, but I decided to dress myself up a little bit. I retwisted my hair. Let's come into the camera so you guys could see that fresh retwist. And as you can see, it's growing. Decided to put on a little lipstick today so I can, look a little fresh as I go out about my day and run my errands. So, yes, if you are interested in this sort of content, I will be discussing what I plan to do with my money for this upcoming week. Yes, there will be a few changes in this week's budget, but if you are interested in this sort of content, then I would love it if you would stick around for the rest of this video. Okay, we are back, and as you can see, what we have in view is last week's budget projection. So I wanted to kind of go through these numbers real quick to make sure that nothing got off of course. And as you can see, basically for this past week, I was paying my mortgage, which I did send in my mortgage amount of $874 for this past week. All the other expenses were taken care of. The security, Netflix, all those expenses were paid. Anything that I need to put away was put away into the bill savings account. So nothing out of the ordinary there. And actually, guys, I didn't even have a budget recap because I didn't do anything different this past week, or bills that I didn't project, or expenses, or go shopping. I didn't do that. So now let's move on to this week's budget projection. As you guys know, we are still quarantined. Don't know how much longer we're going to be quarantined, but we are still quarantined. So with that being said, I would love for you to be optimistic. Be positive, be hopeful about your future, so that once we are out of lockdown, then we will be able to have something to look forward to, set your goals for your future, especially as it relates to your money. Now, I tried to go through here and shorten this video by writing out the expenses beforehand so that we can try and make this video shorter than it normally is. Let's dive right into the numbers. For this upcoming week, I plan to set aside monies for my mortgage for $291.34. My homeowners association fee for $6.70. Then the debt amount for $262.77. Remember that is the one thing that is going to change this week. Auto insurance is $102. Life insurance is $21. Hulu is $5.99. The student loans, I will be setting aside $96.75. My daughter's car fund is $20.50 when she has to go get gas, or if she has to get an oil change, things like that. I set aside that money for that. The household expenses is the $194 that I take out in cash out of the bills checking account for, I think I have about 10 to 11 categories that this money go in, ranging from groceries all the way down to pet supplies. Then lastly is the children's savings account, where I set aside $28.50. So for this week, our total expenses are going to be coming in at $1,029.55. Now, Our next step that we're going to add in is the number, the magic number that I like to leave in this account based on the bills that I have divided up for all 4 weeks is $1,228. I leave that in this account every single week. Now, as you can see, our total is $1,029.55. So we're going to have to subtract that number, $1,029.55, from the amount that's left in the account, and that leaves us with $198.45. Okay, so basically, if there is an overage there, it needs to go into the bill's savings account technically. I put technically beside this because I'm not physically going to move that, but just for explanation purposes, that is the way that we need to do this. So we're left over with $198.45, but remember, I like to leave a cushion in this account of $26.15. So that's going to be considered my cushion. I like leaving cushions in my account because you never know what little items you may have to run to the store for. There may be an auto draft where they take out more money than needed for a certain expense. Whatever it is, this little amount left in the account will be the buffer just in case for those type items. So what we need to do now is subtract the $198.45, the $26.15 from the $198.45, which gives me a total of $172.30. Okay, so right now, that is the amount that we are saying needs to be put into our bills. I'll just draw an arrow up here because it's still technically where it's going to be put away into the bills savings account. All right. Now, after we do that step, let's go back up through our debts and do step number 2, where we will put a PA beside all debts that will not be paid this week. So we are not paying the mortgage. We are not paying the homeowners association fee. We are not paying the life insurance for this week, and then it's the student loan. So those are the 4 items. I do have my coffee cup here, guys, because I need my coffee this morning. So we're going to put our purple circle around each one of those items. That PA means put away. So from there, we will go through and tally up all of the put away amounts. So PA is going to equal $415.79. So at this particular point, we have a put away amount of $415.79 plus a put away of $172.30. Remember, I love to color coordinate so we can know that these numbers do have relationships. So at this particular time, we have 2 amounts that we need to put away. What do we need to do with those? Yes, we need to add those 2 together. So we have $415.79 plus the $172.30. Okay, that is going to give me a total of, let's bring in the calculator, $415.79 plus $172.30. It's going to give me a total of $588.09. So that right now is your total put away into the bills savings account. Now remember, this money you are putting away because you are not paying those debts this week, although I do set aside that money out of this week's pay. So that's where we are for now with that. The next step we're going to do is we're going to go back through each one of our debts, and we're going to put our purple triangle by those items that will be paid this week. So you're going to see something new this week, guys. Remember, with the debt amount, I typically set it aside into my mini emergency fund because remember, I didn't know what debt I want to pay next. Remember, I only have a student loan and a mortgage left. Only 2 debts, but student loan is huge, the mortgage is bearable, so I didn't know which one I want to go with next. But as you can see, I'm not putting that away in the mini emergency fund. It will go toward one of the debts this week, and I will explain that later. So now, let's move on. As you can see, I have a purple triangle by the auto insurance. That means that my auto insurance is going to be paid this week. Auto insurance totals per month, which is ridiculous. Guys, I'm still looking for an auto insurance company. Please, please, please help me. Find one if you know of one that's cheaper. The total auto insurance is $402. I'm sorry, it's $408 a month. I have 3 vehicles, but they are older vehicles. And I know, like I always say, I have my daughter who's 17 on the account, which is going to raise it up, a pretty good amount. But still, these vehicles, all of them are over 10 years old, I think. Yeah, they all are over 10 years old, so this is ridiculous. But anyway, let's go back. I digress. Let's get back to this budget. So the auto insurance is the debt that will be paid. Now, as you can see in my budget, I have $102 set aside for that. The total amount is $408. So what do we need to do? We have a total of $408. Let's subtract the $102 that we're setting aside for this week. That leaves us with a balance of $306. $306. Now, with that, I need to pull that out of the bills savings account. Remember, that's why I set aside some monies each week, because there are certain debts that are not paid, during that week. That money goes into the bills savings account. So now we got 2 items that we need to do again. Pay attention. We have the $588.09 that we need to put away in the bills savings account, but we need to take out $306 to help us satisfy the auto insurance. So therefore, y'all gotta excuse my lipstick. I haven't worn lipstick in a while, to the point where it's all over my paper. So I gotta get back into the rhythm of wearing makeup. Well, which I don't wear makeup often, actually. It's only lipstick, but hey. So we got to subtract these 2 amounts. We have an amount of $588. Okay, sorry about that. My camera died, so we are back in business. Let's continue on real quick. Now, we have $588.09 that we need to put away. So I'm just going to denote that with a PA. So that's the put away amount, but we have $306 that we need to pull out to help us satisfy the auto insurance for this week. So that's a PO. Now, what we need to do, we're going to have to subtract those 2 amounts because they are doing 2 different actions. One needs to be put away in that bill savings account, and some money need to be pulled out of it. So if we subtract those 2 amounts, we're gonna have a total of $282.09. And remember, the way I told you to get your action for your answer is to utilize the number with the largest number. Whatever that action was for that largest number, that's what you will do with your answer. So at this particular time, the largest number was the $588.09, which is put away. So at the end of the day, this is the amount, this is the total amount that we will be putting away into our bills savings account this week. And that is pretty much my entire budgeting technique. I've done videos on this technique, showed you what the colors mean, the boxes, the triangles, the squares, the circles, whatever. I've showed you everything. So If you have any questions on this budget technique or you want to start using it, leave me some comments below in the comment section. But other than that, this is all I have for this video for this week. This is Dr. Mommy Budgets, where we dream big but start small around here. And we will see you in the next video. All right, guys, I needed to hop back on here real quick to let you know I forgot to say what I was planning on doing with the debt amount. The debt amount of $262.77, and probably whatever other overtime money I get is going to start going toward my mortgage. Yay! So this week I will be sending this additional $262.77 toward the principal of my mortgage. I'm kind of excited about that. As you guys know, in previous videos I was kind of torn as it related to what I wanted to start paying off next. Like I said, I only have a student loan and I have a mortgage, but it makes sense right now because I'm not paying anything on the student loan because of the act that they've put in place or whatever the case may be, where there is no interest being accrued on your student loans for the next 6 months. So from March until September the 28th, I don't have to pay anything on my student loans. So that balance isn't going to change. So why not send all the extra money toward the mortgage that does have an interest rate and will be, that amount will be changing and they will be requiring that I continue to pay the mortgage each month. So I'm going to be sending this money each week toward my mortgage, and we're going to start back going through utilizing my mortgage sheet so that we can see what my mortgage is, how it's decreasing per week. So I'm excited about that. So I just wanted to hop back on and let you know about that. So once again, this is Dr. Mommy Budgets, and I will see you in the next video.